Hello YouTube! This week I'm going to be going over the Eldritch Wizard. But before I get into that, I have an exciting announcement. I will start streaming on Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with me giving away stuff on Sunday stream if I have anyone in chat to receive the giveaway items. They're going to be grab bags, it'll be all sorts of fun. But let's get into the reason why you're here. Wizards do so much damage. So how do we max out on that damage? Well, with Eldritch Aspect. Here are two sets of builds, both Inscription and Spirit Speak heavily reliant, so that you have pets to tank the damage and also maximize your damage. And with the Inscription bonus, using scrolls gives you that massive damage. The one I run most often is 120 Inscription, 120 Spirit Speak, 100 Evaluate Intelligence, 100 Magery, 100 Wrestling, 100 Meditation, and 80 Magic Resist. And with that, Flame Strikes do between 505 to 674, and potentially over 1,000 if charged. That isn't even counting the mana scaling that comes with Eldritch Armor. Or the second build, which runs tracking, so you have some idea if a PK is around coming for you, give you an early warning system, and it also does pretty good damage. It is 120 Inscription, 80 Spirit Speak, 80 Eval Intelligence, 100 Magery, 100 Wrestling, 100 Meditation, 80 Magic Resist, and 80 Tracking. The Flame Strikes here do between 413 and 550, so you lose roughly 100 points of damage for the early warning system. Now, you can swap the 80 in Magery for Evaluate Intelligence, because you only technically need 80 Magery to cast all spells using scrolls. You just have to carry around level 8 scrolls to ensure that you can rest people and all the things that you might need 100 as opposed to 80 Magery for. And this would increase your damage to comparable of the first build, and you'd still have the early warning system. However, you do also lose 4% on charge chances with the lower Spirit Speak of this build. You may also notice Wrestling are in both builds. That's so you can avoid as many interrupts as possible if a PK does show up. Also, the Magic Resist is to help survive and turn on those PKs if so you choose. But the real question is, why specifically Eldritch Aspect? Well, for the first, and what most people like it for, is the proc, Energy Surge. It gives you extra mana on the proc, as well as doing a boatload of damage. Also, for every 20 mana you spend, you ramp up your damage by up to 125%. And pair that with Inscription, which gives another minimum of 48% increased damage. You hit hard with your spells. Not to mention that the 7th and 8th level scrolls never get consumed once you hit Eldritch Tier 1 because of the refund chances. That paired with Demons, which are also automatically refunded scrolls, increase their damage for every 30 seconds they are live, or Fire Elemental's Fury Barrage leads to high DPS. But also, the best thing about it, in my opinion, is the mana refund cap increases. This leads to, at level 15 Eldritch Armor, you have a 61.25 max mana refund chance. And that's huge, so you can just keep spamming those Flame Strikes. Also, As an inscriptionist, your bless and protection spells last like 12 minutes, as well as your magic reflect having a chance to stay active even after getting hit by a spell. And then in my wizard grimoire, I max for maximum DPS. I max Flame Strike, Energy Bolt, Harm, and Magic Arrow. And this maximizes my DPS opportunities no matter what my mana pool is looking like. The Flame Strike applies a dot damage over time, and the other three that I put points into increase my damage output instantly with that spell, because it just ramps up that damage. Also in the Wizard Grimoire is the one for Curse / Mass Curse, and the one for Mana Drain, Mana Vampire. Those are very good for damage output as well. I just personally forget to use them. That's why I forgot to mention them. But they're very good for increasing your damage output as well. And with Curse, you'll see well over 1,000 on the Flame Strikes of the first build. But you gotta remember to use it. I personally don't. That's why I don't put points into it. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. Please drop a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments other builds you'd like to see, how I did here. Thank you for tuning in. Have a nice day.